So, let me see if you guys can figure this part out. To get something that went down by 5%, we multiplied it over and over again by 0.95. What you're going to do is you're going to put $150 in the bank, and it's going to keep going up by 5%. What do you think you multiply by to get, what's the same one-step thing you do?
1.05.
1.05. Excellent. So, at the end of year one, your new balance, which is also called the principal, will be 150 times 1.05. Amy, can we impose? 150 times 1.05? 157 and 50 cents. Layla, what you were doing before in figuring out the percent on when we were doing the depreciation, about how you were figuring out 5%, if you don't have a calculator, that would be a good way to think of this too. Find the 10%, cut it in half, that stuff you were doing. But in this case, it's faster to just multiply. Now, this $7.50 that got added to the 150, that's your 5%. Now, Maya, the way you were first thinking of the depreciation is linear. If this were a linear model like we did in the fall, I would just keep adding 750 over and over again. That's kind of the definition of linear I was trying to get you guys to see. It's constant change. It's a slope. It'd be a slope of $7.50 on this line. This is where it's cooler. Because what exponential growth can describe is when we take the new amount at the end of year two. Here's the improvement to this model. Yet now what we're going to do is we're going to take your principal is going to be $107.50. We're going to multiply that times 1.05. The 1 gets me the principal amount again. The 0.05 is the 5% interest added. Amy, may we impose again? $165.37. What extra did we get out of this? Well, if I'd added 750 again, I'd have gotten 165, but the exponential model got us a whole 37 extra cents. In this economy, I'll take it. At the end of year 3, what will this be? 165 times 1.05. And what does that get me? $173.64. I'm sorry? $73.64. $173.64. Good. What is the general model, which I'll write in this case, where the amount in the bank at any time equals the principal, how much you started with, all right, times 1 plus the interest rate multiplied over and over again over time. The amount you have in the bank equals the principal times 1 plus the interest rate expressed as a decimal. So if you have 5% interest, you don't write 5 there, you write 0.05. Expressed over time. What's the specific equation for this bank account? How can we write that? Turn this into numbers and variables for this example. I'm going to say A of t to make it look all neat and cool like a function that way. Okay. Yeah, fill in the actual numbers now.
150 times 1 plus 1.05.
Close. It's just 1 plus 0.05.
Oh, 1 plus 0.05.
Which is 1.05. Raised to the t. Raised to the t for time. If you're going to use t here in either of these, you have to use t in both. So this would be the model, and now I can ask you questions like, how much money is in the account after 11 years? Now, there's 2 ways to do this. You can multiply by 11 times in a row, or you can simply go to your calculator and say 150 times 1.05 hatch mark 11, and what will your calculator give you? $256.55. You've made $106.55 doing this. Of course, it took you 11 years to do so. Don't spend it all in one place. And that's 5% savings. Maya?
Say you were about to put, you were going to put like $2,000.
And you can't really get that much for $256.
I know. Okay, Maya's example. Let's say $2,000. What interest rate do you think you'll get?
Probably 3%.
3%. That's,
Or 2.
let's say 2.
That's about what I have.
Speaking, you get 2 or 3, do you think?
I have like 2.5 on mine.
Let's do 1.25.
Wow, this is depressing.
Whoops, not 1.25. That'd be amazing. That'd be 25% interest. Let's do 1.025. That's 2.5%. Over how many years?
74.
Say 5. When you get out of college.
6.
6. Okay, give yourself a year. Okay, so in your calculator you go 2000 star 1.025. Remember, this 025 is your 2.5% interest. Raised to the 6th power. Somebody quick, calculator.
$2,323.38.
$323? $319 and how many cents? 38. You'll have earned $319.38 doing nothing. It's better than keeping it stuffed to your mattress. Homework will be posted. There is homework tonight. It will be posted online.
You're evil.
I am. Thank you, James.
How many times a day do you hear that?
So we're getting a little more relevant, kid. Now remember, if it were linear, you'd just go up by 5% each year, and that would be terrible, right? Yes, sir. Oh, I know. I was going to go find her now, and I wasn't going to interrupt the rest. But I'm just going to go. I was going to go find her now. You know where she went? That's where she went. Okay. She was once before, and I told.